Hello and welcome back. Oh, my microphone's slightly off. There we go. Welcome back to another episode of Pocket Meeple Plays Steve Jackson's Sorcery. I am Josh from Pocket Meeple, and I'm looking good today. If I don't say so myself. If I don't say so myself, I should say. Last time where we left off, we had just arrived in Kristatanti. Yes. We actually, prior to that, we had a run-in with a board full of spikes that impaled me in the face. And so I had my first death, which was horrible. In fact, I realize now that is probably going to happen quite a bit in this playthrough. It was my first experience with having to rewind time because I died and I had to reset back to a prior area, which I took a different path because this is choose your own adventure and I choose to be a big fat cheater. So it's actually not cheating. That's kind of the whole point of the game. So anyway, after that we crossed a bridge, which was totally cool. Went to Kristatanti where we ate some food and it was sweet, and then we stayed at the inn and it was nice. And so now we're moving on beyond Kristatanti. So why don't we... I'm going to go ahead and start trying to keep track of my death toll here. So why don't I, with the power and magic of editing, we'll make that appear. Oh, there it is. Death count 1. So we'll keep track and we'll see how many deaths. I imagine it's the only one. I can't imagine myself dying anymore. But we will give it a shot. So let's move on beyond Kristatanti and see what is in store for us out in the wilderness. You wake early and sit for a moment in no great hurry to leave the village. That's right, this village is a bomb.com. This is now the third day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong. I am a strong, just real rock hard abs, real sexy boy. You spend a short while. God, I can't read. You spend a short while enjoying the peace, then unhurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. Kristatanti is surrounded by several miles of fields. It sits in a well-protected ring of hills and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. As you follow the path between lines of sun-baked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of outbuildings, while the left heads directly off into deep woodland. Let's do some woods. I'm feeling woody. Let's go check out them dank woods. Journey is too important to slow down by talking to locals. That's right, because screw those guys. You must pass unseen, and so you disappear into the jungle of tall trees. For a short while, the sun is feverish, and then you are between the trees once more, and everything becomes cool and still. You walk for several hours uneventfully. This is land that was never settled or explored, and very few travel this way. In places, bush and shrubs have grown over into the path. Hack my way through. Moving carefully forward, use your sword to cleave the bushes. Your progress is quick but silent, like a ninja. Then you come to a fork in the road, still deep in the forest. A fork in the forest. I will use it to eat my dinner. Someone has thought to make a sign. Perhaps it's a guide, or perhaps it's a warning. The way to the right is marked for Dhumpus. Dhumpus. That's so good. A left turn points to Aliana. Neither way seems the better trod. You'll have to choose. I'm sorry, but I have to go to Dhumpus, because it's called Dhumpus. Yeah. The path... between growing narrow, you have chosen well. This route is untrodden, so you're likely meeting to attack her. Dhumpus, baby! That's where I go for vacation. In fact, I just went to Dhumpus this morning. You walk for several hours following the twists and turns of the path through the trees, and suddenly you stop. You've heard a noise up ahead. Something is moving around between the rock and the edge of the path. I will wait and look. You hang back watching the trees. There's definitely something moving around, something large and long with the tail that whips between the trees. But now that you've seen it, you're at a definite advantage. Is it dumb? I could try that spell to, like, mind control it. We didn't cast any spells last episode. Let's cast a spell. It'll be fun. Whoa! Okay. Law, I think was the spell. L. A. W. Draw non-intelligent creatures. La! You cast a spell on the beast, holding it quite still. It snuffles and sniffs the air, but cannot seem to think its way out of its difficulties. You walk smartly away. What was it? I don't care, because I'm the law. I am the law! That was it? God, this game is easy. Let's go to Dhumpus. Get my reward at Dhumpus. Path winds a few more times around gigantic trees, thousands of years old, and emerges onto a sudden plain, as if the forest had been scooped away by a gigantic hand. What? The hand of Dhumpus! River trickles thinly between short grasses, and by its bank stands a tiny village. Let's go to the village. Villages are sweet, especially if it's called Dhumpus. Yeah, today has been mercifully short and uneventful. You have made excellent progress with a decent meal and a night's sleep. Your next day will start auspiciously. So you begin the gentle climb down to the village. You follow the path down into the village, passing a sign which declares it to be Dhumpus. 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 The streets are thin, and I want to become the mayor of Dhumpus. I hope that is an option. Please let me become the mayor of Dhumpus. Please. Streets are thin and narrow, buildings have been set close together as it's trying to withstand a storm. There's a terrible smell hanging in the air. Oh, Dhumpus! Oh, come on, Dhumpus! Why you gotta smell bad? Ugh. Well, let's go talk to my new subjugates. You pass along the main path through the village and pause outside a hut, where several of the hill dwellers are sitting and eating. They seem deep in discussion about something. Several are shaking their fists in the air. Oh, Cloud, I hate you! Lifting back the canvas flap, you step inside. The hill dwellers stop talking immediately and look up at you. One gets to his feet and gestures you forward. That's right, your new mayor has arrived. Thank you. You step forward, then one of the others calls something in their native tongue and points at your side to where your sword hangs out. Below the hem of your cloak, in broken common tongue, first man croaks, "No weapons," and he indicates a table by the door where you can leave the blade. I mean, that's as mayor, that is going to be the first law that I abolish. But for now, like we'll be cool. Let's look at the table. Plenty of other weapons. Okay, I will remove my sword. I am a merciful mayor. You unfasten your sword belt and leave your weapon on the table. The hill dwellers nod, show their appreciation, and beckon you to sit with them. Thank you. That's right. Yes, I am quite the merciful and loving mayor that you have made me. They continue their conversation just as animatedly as before, speaking in a local tongue you cannot follow. But as they talk, they pour you a drink, provide you with food. They seem quite welcoming. Well, ask what they are discussing. After you finish eating, you catch the eye of one of the older men and ask slowly in common tongue, "What is it you men are discussing so heatedly?" What is it that your men are discussing so heatedly? The man nods back to you. Krista Tanti, he says. Arming the goblins. What? Krista Tanti? That place was cool. Oh. Boo. I've been to Krista Tanti. They nod, they do not seem surprised. Slowly you piece together the story. The group seem quite sure that a horde of goblins are planning an attack on Krista Tanti. Which is apparently one of the wealthier spots in the hills. They're discussing whether or not it'd be worth helping the village defend itself, which might mean they're offered some kind of reward. I see. They are not arming the goblins. The goblins are about to attack Krista Tanti. I see. You must help them. Krista Tanti does not help us. They are rich, we are poor. You will place them in your debt. Man nods with very ruthless logic. And you? How do you fight? I want to set a good example as mayor. I will help those that need it. They nod. Let the goblins attack tonight. We will use your strength. Evening draws to a close, man. Thank you for your counsel and leave one by one. Okay. That seemed cool. Let's explore the town a little bit. Oh, my dog wants to come say hi. Hi, Roxy. Hi. Hi. Oh, yeah. Hi. Yeah. Okay, I'm busy. I'm recording a video right now. Thank you. Yes, you're so cute. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. You want your butt scratched? I know. Okay. Halfway along the track. Okay, yes! I will pet your butt later. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, you're so cute. Halfway along the track, you come across a couple of merchants' huts. You browse for items worth buying with your 7 gold pieces. I have 7 gold pieces. How did it know? Your attention is taken up by a finely woven skull cap, a finely crafted sword, and a small bag of provisions. Let's check out the skull cap. Stolen from a priest of Dadulay, the merchant declares with pride. Fine piece of work, 4 gold pieces. You can tell it has no inherent magic, but it might be useful in spell. I love spell. Gosh, I'm gonna be broke soon. Let's pay 4 gold pieces. That's enough. I might need a job. Is there any work to be had here? I need to earn some money. Look, a good worker. One of my friends needs some digging doing. I'm sure he would pay you and feed you for it. Digging what? The grave. Doesn't matter. You'll find out. So, I'm going that way now myself. You coming? Sure. He's to a house on the edge of the village and I introduce you to a householder, a stout man who is probably incapable of lifting a spade, let alone digging with it. What is it you need doing? Cesspit? No! I'm the mayor! I shouldn't be digging up your poop? Your Dhumpus? Fine. Oh, into the back garden. Your smell is terrible. The job is not just dig a new cesspit, but dig over the old one. Takes several hours work. That'll probably take the whole night. Oh, is there a spell? What kind of spell? I don't know. I don't know what kind of spell. Like, I've not figured out very many spells yet. Huh. B. I. G. Sure, I'll grow big. You feel the spade turn from a heavy tool to a mere toothpick. The digging work done in barely any time. Ugh! I'm so good at this spell casting. I'm the most mayorific mayor wizard that this town has ever seen. You go back into the house and collect your money. 3 gold pieces. Yeah. Hell yeah. He also provides you with some food as well as space on the floor to rest. Yes. Fabulous. You dream strange dreams as you sleep. Tall trees rise like hooked fingers on either side of you, ready to close into a fist as you creep forward. The hills stretch out into the distance, a frozen sea, treacherously deep. Great forests lie underground, ready to open a hole into the earth. You will never see it in the dark. Overhead, you fancy you hear the flap of giant wings. The Birdman came for the crown. Perhaps before this journey is finished, they will come for you. Let them try. Okay, well, that is all I can do, so time to leave. Alright, bye, Dhumpus. It was nice knowing you. Rise early, dismiss the attention of the householder, and head out into the street. Within a few minutes of walking, you're out of Dhumpus and back on the road. What happened with the goblins? I don't know. Who cares? They'll figure it out. After another hour or so, the way branches, with one path heading up into the hills and the other turning downhill and along one side of a barren stony ridge. Is that a village you can make out? It seems like a lonely place for it. I don't really need to go to another village. Like, I just at the coolest village. So let's go downhill. Follow a meandering path around the side of a hill for most of the morning. It's difficult to see the way ahead through the tree line, but you trust the course. Eventually, the path bursts out into a narrow stone ledge high above the valley floor. The ledge leads left and right. There is no ways forward. Let's see. Look left. You can see that the narrow ledge is formed by a splitting of the rock that leads all the way down to the misty valley floor. There's a path up the other side that's not clear. Looking right, you're taken aback. As out of the mist that fills the valley, a possible wide bridge looms into view as if it had only now fallen into place. It is made of planks and thick ropes, is suspended from this peak to the peak on the other side. Look at the bridge. Take a moment, staring at the bridge. It forms a delicate curve across the valley, swaying very slightly in the wandering wind, but the more you look, the more it seems too perfect. Could such a bridge possibly exist? I found the perfect bridge, you guys. Or is it mere illusion? I don't need to eat. I'm good. Okay.